Hello and welcome to my channel. I have 11 comments to tell you about the USMNT national team. Let's get it. Now I got this from Tactical Manager, who copied another guy who does Chelsea podcast in England, and he said that guy has 7 things we learned about Chelsea this game. So Tactical Manager does 8 things to one-up him. Well, I'm going to do 11 comments. I'm not going to say things we learned. I'm going to say 11 comments we learned about the USMNT team. And I am going to talk about the 4 games that they had here. US won 3 games. They lost 1. Very good on their part. If this was World Cup qualifying and the US had 3 games at home, they'd have 7 points if each game was 90 minutes. Obviously, they won the game with Mexico in extra time. But let's start my 11 things comments that we have for the US. I do want to shout out Tactical Manager for this idea. I do want to talk about a little bit about the straight red card show. They were very honest about the Mexico game. I like that a lot. And I do want to tell you guys, 11 Yanks or Tactical Manager or any other channels. I watch a lot of US coverage. When you start saying things like we are the Kings now, I understand you're playing too, but at the same time you're serious. Because you feel the US is going to take over and they're going to walk all over CONCACAF. Just remember what you said, because in some future games, I don't think it's going to be very easy. So, be ready. Alright, let's start it out. The first comment that I have to tell you guys about the US is heart. The US still has heart. We can forget about 2017. The US is again showing heart. Not only are they winning against all CONCACAF teams, they are younger and they know how to win. They can have a bad game and they will find a way to win. And to be a champion, you need luck by your side, because you're not always going to play great, which they haven't. They haven't played great as a team. But you need luck and you need heart. So there you go. My second comment is Dest out. DEST space OUT. Dest out. You changed for a backline of 3. Let's be honest. You changed for a backline of 3 to have Sergino Dest in the game. No. He's not going to start. He's not going to start in Barcelona anymore. And he's not going to start for the US anymore if I was Berhalter. So stop. Stop it. Yes, 11 Yankees says that he's very young. Just wait on him. Yes, you can wait on him on the bench. He doesn't like to defend. He stands there and just watches. Dest and Pulisic, you didn't see him in 90 minutes against Mexico. You didn't see him. Okay? And a huge part of not seeing Pulisic is because Dest is not defending. They're attacking on that side. And there you go. You lose 2 guys there. So Dest out. Next one, you got Tim Riem. Tim's out too. That's number 3 for us. Tim. Linus got a son older than him. Linus has a son older than him. Can you believe that? He came in. Tata told Linus, go get that big boy. And he did. A bench player from Real Betis, a little 5'6" player, got a Premier League player on his butt. So, out. Okay? Number 4, DeAndre Yedlin is back. He's been gone for a while. He played in that Trinidad game, which eliminated the U.S. from the World Cup. But this guy is back. He is there. He's here to stay. He played great. Guys, he's not going to be the best defender. He's not going to win every one-on-one. But he hurt Corona. He was part of the reason why Corona didn't play a full game. I mean, obviously, we know he was hurt already because he missed out a few games. Corona did. But part of Corona being let out of the game early is Yedlin. Yedlin did a great job. You got 3 right backs right there, along with Julian Araujo, Brian Reynolds, Sergino Dest, and DeAndre Yedlin. Sergino Dest, step it up. Let's go. Number 5. Number 5 is McKennie. Is a god with headers. McKennie won every single header possible out there. Okay? Just pass it to him. Because of McKennie, the U.S. won this game. Because of McKennie. The first goal for the U.S. is because of McKennie. The second goal for the U.S. is because of McKennie. McKennie is a god in the air, and let's hope he continues to improve with Juventus. Number 6. We have a new goalkeeper. And his name is Ethan Horvath, who doesn't have a job right now. I've been saying it in my previous videos. Sag Stefan, I don't rate him that high. He literally went from straight Columbus Crew, was bought to Manchester City, went to Fortuna Düsseldorf. And when you play in a crappy team, your goalkeeper is always going to look great. Your goalkeeper is always going to be in the WhoScored.com top 11 players of the Bundesliga. You're going to be there when you're on the worst team. Why? Because you're getting the most shots at, and you're going to stop the most shots. But yet you're going to let in 2-3 goals, but you are going to be the player of the game. That Corona first goal, Horvath would stop it. I'll tell you that right now. So don't be afraid, Greg Berhalter. Put Ethan Horvath out there. Okay? Number 7. Let's combine 7 and 8. Because these two have to relate with each other. Now, I know. He plays in Chelsea. He sent his team to the final. He sent his team to the semi-final. But he doesn't play full games. He gets hurt a lot. He's not a starter in his team. He shouldn't be a starter with the U.S. either. Why? I'm not just saying it because he plays great against crappy teams. Brandon Aronson did well against Honduras. Brandon Aronson did more versus Honduras. That was a defensive team than Pulisic did against Mexico in an offensive team. If you are Pulisic, you want to be playing Mexico because you can run a lot and leave people behind. Yeah, you got a penalty late in the game. I mean, I'm not going to talk about Mexico. Okay? But Pulisic needs to step it up. Yes, he took that penalty. He did a fantastic job. You got to have balls to go out there and, you know what, say this is my ball and I'm going to score it. But you need to step up your game because in 3 games versus Mexico, you showed up in 150-minute extra time thingy. Okay? And Brandon Aronson is here to fight for his spot. Okay? I'm sorry, some fans, you might get mad, but we're not playing around here. I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? And I know people say that Pulisic is the best player in CONCACAF. No, it's Navas. Navas and Bailey are fighting for number 1. Yeah, so Brandon Aronson needs to start games. I want to see him and Reyna do more games. I want to see him play against Mexico. I want to see how he does. And number 9, Berhalter out. Berhalter out. The U.S. is gonna be held back because of this coach. He hasn't showed anything. I've told you guys in a previous video, Greg Berhalter said he's here to make this team change to playing style. We're done with the U.S. being a defensive team who wins on set pieces. No. That's basically what he said, right? And no, he literally did the same thing with the best possible team any U.S. coach has ever had. So, send them out before something goes wrong. Number 10. Don't get mad, guys, but the U.S. has no number 9. Yeah, I know you got sergeants and the deacons, I bet you, and blah, blah, blah. No, the U.S. doesn't have a 9. Sargent has been given the most minutes. I've been saying it over and over and over again. He's not it. I know 11 Yanks loves him. 11 Yanks has watched him, I guess, in practice. It's something, he said something in those words. I saw a highlight video of practice where Dust runs by a ton of players on the left wing, goes towards the middle, passes it to Sargent, and Sargent finishes it. Woo! Nobody fouled Sergino Dest, and you don't see Sergino Dest get that close to the opponent's goal net, just running by, because it's practice. Your teammate is not gonna break your legs. So the U.S. has no 9, and I know you guys. I watch a lot of podcasts. I know 11 Yanks and tactical managers said there's going to be somebody coming up sooner or later. Well, they need to hurry up. Because if you want to beat our friends, whose number 9 doesn't play that great, you need an Mbappe and Griezmann, who wasn't a forward but is actually a forward. So you need somebody that's going to finish every penalty. Okay? Let's go to number 11, and this is the last one. The U.S.'s best player. You guys ready? Dun dun dun. It's Gio Reyna. If I'm not mistaken, he is still 18. Gio Reyna is the U.S.'s best player. Not only was he out here, guys, when Mexico was attacking Riem and Desta's side, I saw him come back for balls at least 2 times. It may be his age that he's 18, he has that energy to cover all that space, but Pulisic's only 22, and he can do all that, but he just doesn't. Gio Reyna, he's different. I laughed about 11 Yanks when he said that he can see Reyna being a Kevin De Bruyne in 10 years if he's very serious and is mentally strong. But that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, if you have Reyna in the middle with McKennie and Adams, and then you have Aronson and Pulisic or Weah, and then up top you find a forward, I can see that. He's got the defensive skills to be a player who can break lines. He's got the height. I'm sure that he has the same feet that Herrera has from Mexico. So I think he can do a very good job there. Yes, so Reyna is the U.S.'s number. I mean, Reyna should be number 10 too. So I think Berhalter is playing favorite. Every coach has their own favorite players, but that's that, guys. That is my 11 comments about the U.S. If you want my quick lineup, if I were coach, Horvath, we would have Cannon, we would have Brooks, we would have Long, And we would have on the left side, what do we have on the left? Robinson. And then right in front of them, we would have McKinney, Adams. I'd put Reyna there. Why not? As a center mid, not a 10. And then we would have Ayrton Weah or Pulisic. Either any of those three would have to fight for 2 spots. And our starting forward today would have to be Zardes. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon.